we have, at our last meeting, which was our founders meeting just a month ago, we formed into committees. And what I'd like to do is to bring up the chair of our retail, office, multifamily, and industrial committee. And I'd like to introduce James HAUNG, the moderator, and he's also our SoCal master broker. James, could you come up?
I'd like to welcome everyone else to Crioba. This is our second meeting. This really blew my mind when I came in. I actually asked, who's getting married tonight, because of so many people and so many tables from when we first started just a month ago, where we had 47 founding members. So at this point, I would like to introduce the chair people for the specialty groups. The retail chair, KAMBIZ MASHIAN, if you can come up and speak a little bit about your committee.
Hi, my name is KAMBIZ MASHIAN. I'm with the Retail Division. I'm the chairman of the Retail Division for Commercial REO Brokers Association. I'm an agent at Keller Williams Commercial in West LA. And I wanted to give you a little synopsis of what's happening in the retail commercial world. And basically, the economy has suffered from heightened job losses, reduced consumer spending, and distress in the housing and equity markets. This trend will most likely continue into the third quarter of 2010. The retail market has especially been hard hit during the current recession, as credit has tightened and consumers have sharply contracted spending. Retail is dependent on a healthy housing market, and as a result, the retail business slump has closely trailed the difficulties with residential. The robust retail construction period of 2005 to 2007 has exacerbated this downturn. The recession continues to pressure retailers, driving increasing retail vacancy rates across the country to what is now a national average of 7.2%. We expect a 10% average in the near future. High unemployment and resultant decline in consumer spending has caused retailers to shutter locations, reduce expansion plans, or renegotiate leases with landlords for reduced rental rates to survive this economic downturn. As vacancy increases, many retailers are getting greater landlord concessions. Average retail center asking rents are forecasted to decline by 5% this year, and many oversupplied markets will record steeper declines. As a result of tighter lending and increased buyer caution, transaction activity fell by an approximate 50% in 2008, with deals priced over $10 million declining by more than 70%. Lenders and buyers are more cautious regarding secondary and tertiary markets. Cap rates in these locations are rising more dramatically, even for properties occupied by top tenants, as these markets are more economically unstable due to the lack of economic diversity. Through 2008, most distressed asset sales were tied to maturing debt and had to be refinanced or sold to satisfy the debt. However, declining economic fundamentals have proven selling or refinancing options difficult because decreasing property values have been at or below the amount that needs to be refinanced. Sellers have sold to cover the debt of other assets they own or to get rid of the same asset with the maturing debt. Alternatively, the tightening of the credit market has essentially evaporated financing that was originally available for refinancing. The commercial mortgage-backed security market has experienced a doubling of delinquencies compared to last year, suggesting a coming surge of REO assets to hit the market in the near term. With the number of distressed assets in the marketplace increasing, buyers have begun to expect deeply discounted pricing, even for non-distressed assets. The expectation gap between buyers and sellers remains fairly wide. However, cap rates are rising, closing this buyer-seller disparity. Weakening fundamentals are resulting in rising cap rates. The most robust cap rates increases have been in the secondary and tertiary markets. Last year, in primary markets, average cap rates for closed deals increased 30 to 50 basis points. In secondary and tertiary markets, initial yields increased by 75 to 150 basis points. That's basically what's happening in the retail commercial world. And as chairman of the retail committee, I'd like to invite anybody who would want to participate in our committee in setting up a set of standards of services that our agents who are members of Commercial REO Brokers Association can present to asset managers. The asset managers want people who know what they're doing and follow a standardized practice. So whether the asset is in Texas, Arkansas, Florida, New York, or California, they can expect the same level of excellence from all agents who are CREOBA affiliates. So I urge you to join our association and participate actively in the membership by getting involved with one of the committees. This will enhance your exposure to the asset managers as well as giving you more listings and more experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Kambi.